Hi everyone, Joe here. How are you? So it's after Easter. It is April 3rd and I've taken down the Easter decorations, and I decided to make this little video for you because I don't know, just to do a little something on this very rainy day here. Believe it or not, we just had another snowstorm. That is 5 snowstorms in 4 weeks. It has been not a great spring here, but I'm still trying to keep that spring feeling if I can in the house. And if you didn't check out my Easter house tour for 2018, you might not need to do that in order to see what I changed. But anyway, I'm just going to show you what I moved around and what I deleted. So if you remember from that Easter tour, I had eggs and some yellow ribbon on this topiary right here. I just deleted the eggs and the ribbon, and I kept the lights in there to kind of give it a garden feel. And as you can see, I added a little butterfly up there as well. Then I kept the cherub right here. And what I did was I have these terracotta pots right here, which if you remember I had on the dining room table. And I moved them over here. I put 2 over here, and I got rid of the basket of eggs that was on this table, and I added another one of these terracotta pots and those tulips, and I have that great bird looking like she's sitting in there, and just I finished it off with a couple of candles. And if you notice, if you're observant, there's another little bird that I put down here. So that's what I did here in the entry foyer. In the living room over here, all I did was, again, if you remembered, I had a white basket on the table. I deleted that. And the little eggs that I had a lot of yellow eggs in this room. So here, I just took a crystal dish and I put some leaves and the forsythia flowers that fell off from the one that I used on the mantle. Again, I kept this architectural piece here and the yellow and the white because it's still spring. It didn't get here yet, but we want it to look like spring. Over here, if you remember, I had a long kind of thing with candles in it and whatnot. I deleted that out. I just put a book with the 2 candles, and I have this kind of funky looking vase from Italy here, and it has the right colors in it. It has that green that I'm looking for in the room. And then up here, I left the forsythia because it is spring. And there's no forsythia blooming here yet, but so it's still safe to have that up and out. And again, I just deleted those eggs, and I took away that a daffodil that I had in the corner over there. Okay, in the dining room, if you remember, I had a really big flower arrangement. It was elevated on a very tall vase. I deconstructed that, and what I did here was I kept the celery green tablecloth that I just kind of like bunched up, and I have this really neat looking container right here that matches the column that's over in the corner of the room. And I just added some leaves in here and some tulips and these white flower picks, which were originally in the family room. So I'm like repurposing and moving everything around in here. And like I said, I kept that the same. Now, it's going to be hard for me to show you. I'm going to have to go outside. But if you remember, I had all the bunnies and everything and big flowers hanging from the window here. So what I did was I tried to make it look like a garden scene. Once again, I repurposed my rolling hills. If you saw my St. Patrick's Day video, that's the rolling green hills that I made. I kept those up for Easter, and now I'm keeping them up for the spring. So you can see I put a watering can in here. I have my tulips. I have the daffodils in here. I also have a little galvanized flower pot down there. It's hard to see from this angle. And those stripes that you see, that's actually a pair of garden gloves. And also what I did was from my 3M hooks, I hung some butterflies from the top of the window. I'm trying to get a view so you can see that, but it's difficult. Like I said, I'll go outside so you can see what that looks like. Okay, back in here again. Let's see what I did in the family room. So if you remember, again, if you saw that video, I had a topiary here with all eggs in it. So what I did was I took that topiary and I moved it up on top of this little hutch. So it is up there, again, to give that plant kind of a look. Then on here, what I did was I used these two glass containers here, and I put that reindeer moss in the bottom of it, and I put in those candles. And then I have a picture of Mary Ann right here, and it has kind of like a violet-y kind of a background. So what I did was I took this mercury glass container, and I have these hydrangeas which have the slight touch of green in them, as well as that lilac in the picture. So it kind of, makes that a cohesive kind of little event there. Keeping the green going. We're really liking the green in here this year, so we're keeping it obviously for the spring and most likely for the summer. The coffee table, very, very simple. What I did was I took this vase, which was up on top of that little hutch that I just showed you. I brought it down here. I deconstructed that flower that was on the dining room table. Once again, if you saw that, if you didn't, check out my Easter video and you'll see how I did that. So I deconstructed that and I brought that down onto this table. And then all I did was, that is actually the top of that vase. And I liked it because it had some kind of architectural interest to it. And then I have this other big glass container which has those green marbles in it from the Dollar Tree. And I also put in some pears because they have that green color. So I'm keeping the coffee table very light and airy for the season. Then up on top of the mantle, what I did was, also from that piece that I deconstructed from the dining room table, I had these same kind of, that very, very light green, celery kind of green picks. So I put them at each end of the mantle. I used those green marbles to set them in. If you remember, these were the same vases that I had all the jelly beans in before, and I had the tulips in there, but now I have these lighter. And I put those green candles, and then simply under the TV, all I did was this dish that is black and it has some kind of greens in it. I put 3 green pears just to give it a little bit of a seasonal look. Very light, everything's very clear. If you notice over there, I know some of you look even through the corner of your eye when I'm focusing on something else. I did add a little coffee table to this room right now and to the library, and the reason I added it here is because I have some of these great books that I wanted to put out on display, and it makes it easier to grab a hold of them and take a look at them. I might be painting that out. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, because remember, over here I have this piece in here that I painted out. I don't know. We're trying to see if we really like it there or not. Usually I just have ottomans in front of those chairs, but we thought we would give that a try. Okay, so basically that's what I did after Easter and for spring. And I am hoping that spring is actually going to arrive someday here. It hasn't been wonderful at all, but what is that saying? Hope springs eternal? Well, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that someday spring is going to arrive here. Okay, everybody, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little video. And I'll be talking to you really soon. Like always, leave me a comment if you'd like. Give me a thumbs up if you'd like. And please subscribe to my channel for other stuff that I'm going to be doing as we move later into spring and into summer. Okay, everybody, take care. I almost forgot to show you the window from the outside. So there it is. You see the butterflies floating above the watering can, and then the little garden look right here. This is during the day. At night, I just have some spotlights in there to give it some light. So that's it for this video, and I hope you join me really soon. I hope to be getting some more stuff done for you. We're expecting more snow here, believe it or not. I just heard this weekend. So